In the world of high diplomacy, a state visit is usually a victory lap, but as Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi touches down in Tel Aviv, the atmosphere isn't one of triumph. It's one of mutual survival. The world stage is getting smaller for Narendra Modi and Benjamin Netanyahu. Once the darlings of the global right wing, both men now find themselves increasingly isolated, shielded only by the high walls they've built at home. On one side, you have Netanyahu, overseeing a Gaza campaign that has turned much of the Western world against him, facing accusations of a humanitarian catastrophe that won't wash off. On the other, you have Modi, a leader whose strongman image took a devastating hit during the recent conflict with Pakistan. Today, we go behind the handshakes. We look at why these two outcasts are clinging to each other, the secret shame of the lost French fighter jets, and why the man who used to live on an airplane suddenly stopped traveling until now. To understand why this visit is so significant, we have to look at what happened in the skies over the Himalayas just months ago. For years, Modi's defense strategy was built on the prestige of the French-made Rafale fighter jets. They were supposed to be the game changers. But during the recent escalation with Pakistan, the unthinkable happened. Reports, though suppressed in mainstream Indian media, suggested a disastrous performance. Advanced French jets worth hundreds of millions were reportedly intercepted and lost. The aura of invincibility vanished. For Modi, a leader who built his entire brand on military muscularity, this wasn't just a tactical loss, it was a national embarrassment. And the change was visible. Remember the Modi of 2015 to 2019? He was the world traveler, seen hugging presidents and prime ministers in a different capital every week. But after the Pakistan air war debacle, the travel schedule went silent. The global guru stayed home, licking wounds and managing a restless domestic audience. This trip to Israel is his first major foray back into the world, and he's chosen a partner who understands exactly what it feels like to be cornered. Then there is the host. Benjamin Netanyahu is currently navigating the darkest chapter of his long political career. The humanitarian crisis in Gaza has done the impossible. It has alienated even his staunchest allies in Europe and created a rift with the White House. From the halls of the United Nations to the International Criminal Court, the pressure is mounting. Israel is facing a level of diplomatic quarantine unseen in its history. So when Modi arrives, Netanyahu isn't just welcoming an ally, he's welcoming a lifeline. He needs to show his people that Israel is not alone. He needs to show that a rising superpower, even one with a bruised ego, still stands with him. For both men, the partnership is transactional. They share a similar worldview, us against the world. They share a common enemy in radicalism. And most importantly, they share a desperate need for technology that doesn't come with Western lectures on human rights or military restraint. So what is the actual impact of this meeting? Expect a massive pivot in defense procurement. Since the French jets failed to deliver the total air dominance Modi promised, India is looking for a new silver bullet. Israel's drone technology, missile defense systems, and electronic warfare suites are top of the list. Modi isn't just there for a photo op, he's there to buy a way to reclaim his military reputation. But the impact goes deeper than hardware. This visit signals the birth of a non-aligned 2.0. It's a coalition of leaders who feel betrayed by the liberal international order. However, there is a risk. By aligning so closely with Netanyahu during the Gaza crisis, Modi risks alienating India's crucial partners in the Arab world, partners he needs for oil and for the millions of Indian workers sending remittances home. It is a high-stakes gamble. If the Israel-India axis becomes too loud, the backlash from the Middle East could be the second embarrassment Modi's government cannot afford. As we watch the footage of Modi and Netanyahu walking along the Mediterranean coast, don't be fooled by the smiles. This is the optics of survival. Two leaders, once considered untouchable, now finding comfort in the fact that they are both being criticized by the same international bodies. Is this the start of a new defiant power bloc? Or is it simply the last stand of two titans whose best days are behind them? The answer will be written in the next conflict, whether it's in the streets of Gaza or the mountains of Kashmir. This is World Shift Report, and you're listening to the real story behind the headlines. If you want more unfiltered geopolitical analysis, make sure to follow and subscribe. Until next time.